Invincible Season 3 divides opinion mainly because the animation in some parts kinda sucks, but the finale was absolutely amazing and I think they turned around the negative views of most people. I too enjoyed the beautiful end to the animated show. That said, I think Robert Kirkman and the writing team missed a huge opportunity to have a different and arguably more rewarding climax for the show, or at least the Invincible War arc. Yet again, the Angstrom-Levy plotline is a sideshow and not the main story, as the writers seem obsessed with the Viltrumite invasion plotline. I think this is a mistake because the Invincible War plotline was absolutely engaging and I feel it was cut short without reaching its logical and narrative conclusion. Initially, I saw a lot of commentary on the web expressing surprise about the Invincible War adaptation. Primarily because it's just one comic book chapter, yet it was adapted across several long-running cartoon episodes. The storyline consists of Angstrom-Levy being repaired and reconstructed by the Technicians. In exchange, he offered them use of his powers to repair their broken world. Once repaired, Angstrom somehow manages to convince 20 evil Marks from alternate universes to come to this one and kill Prime Mark. After destroying the planet, of course, the fighting goes on for 3 days and 8 Marks remain. Angstrom is victorious, he just needs to summon Prime Mark and jump him with the overwhelming force he has on his team. He doesn't do that, instead he does this.
I was sure they'd turn on me much later. How disappointing.
Extra!
There are 8 Invincibles left alive by the end of the war, and ironically, Angstrom achieves what the Viltrumites could not. Earth is brought to its knees, its heroes defeated, and governments capitulated. But instead of allowing this to marinate and giving Mark an insurmountable challenge to overcome, Angstrom pushes the remaining Invincibles into the Wasteland dimension based on a concern that they would turn against him. Angstrom then foolishly tries to 1v1 Mark using his drones and portals and no hand-to-hand combat. This man has zero taijutsu. There was really only one outcome. Angstrom loses, obviously, and parts ways with another important piece of his body. In total disbelief with how the arc ended, I went on to read the original source material, which is the 2003 Image comic Invincible War issue number 60. While there are some changes, the comic's climax is the same in both media, and I find that so disappointing. It would have been way more interesting if Angstrom teamed up with at least one or two of the surviving alternate Invincibles to fight against Prime Mark. The narrative definitely missed an opportunity here. They could have used Omni Mark or one of the Viltrumite Marks. That way we would get to flesh out the moral differences between them and really get to lock in on what decision caused their lives to diverge from that of our Mark. We could learn of the ways their universe is different and other things. It could have been an extremely deep character study. But instead we get this, balls and holes. Having read the comics, there are some other changes made that may have reduced the enjoyability of this arc. The most major one, though, is that the original issue had Spawn as a part of the Invincible fight. Spawn, prior to 2021, was by far Image Comics' most popular character. Spawn could not be included in Invincible due to intellectual property right issues. It's a shame because I think that would have added some intrigue to the story, at least to help fill the gap with Invincible's increasing underworld content in the plotline. Spawn's role in the arc was instead replaced by the amazing Wolfman. Wolfman is cool, but he's not no Spawn, you know? That said, I'm dissatisfied with what we got, and them rushing through the Invincible War arc allowed us to get to the Conquest plotline, which man did that deliver. But that's for another video. Thanks for watching this one today. Catch you later. Leave a like. Bye.
Stand ready for my arrival, worm.